Welcome to The Explainer. So if you're building out a serious home gym right now, you have probably been absolutely bombarded by influencers pushing really expensive cardio gear. Well, today we're cutting right through all that hype. We're going to objectively analyze the Horizon 7.8 AT treadmill. It's a premium, completely subscription-free machine, and we're looking at the cold, hard facts. We're talking the good, the bad, and actually, there's a hidden danger you really need to know about. Let's dive in.
The really massive question we need to answer today is this. Is the 7.8 AT the ultimate $2,000 Peloton alternative? Like, is this the smart buy over those expensive competitors that lock you into their ecosystem? Or are you better off just looking elsewhere? We're going to break down the build quality, how it performs day to day, and I really want you to pay close attention to this part later on. We're going to uncover one hidden, potentially dangerous flaw for heavier users that almost nobody else is talking about.
All right out of the box, the Horizon 7.8 AT is just an absolute beast of a machine. It's designed specifically as a top-tier option for serious runners and high-intensity interval training enthusiasts. Now, what really makes it unique is that it's geared toward people who want to bring their own tablets rather than paying for a built-in screen. Combine that tech setup with a heavy-duty frame and a super powerful motor, and it's a massive win for high-speed responsiveness.
And listen, when we say heavy duty, we literally mean 330 pounds. That is the out-of-the-box weight of this machine. It honestly feels like a tank, mostly because Horizon utilized a rock-solid powder-coated steel frame. If you look closely at the design, you'll see they actually kept the crossbar between the vertical upright posts. A lot of modern brands remove that bar to make the machine look, sleeker, but keeping it there guarantees that when you are in a full sprint at 10 or 11 miles per hour, there's almost zero console shaking. That is an absolute must if you've got an expensive iPad resting right in front of you.
Now, if you're on the taller side, you know that deck length is everything, and the sheer size of this running surface is a major selling point. You are looking at a huge 22-inch wide by 60-inch long running deck. That's a full 2 inches wider than Horizon's lower tier 7.0 and 7.4 models. It gives you plenty of room to naturally drift side to side without accidentally clipping the side rails. And underneath all that space, Horizon uses their 3-zone variable response cushioning system. It's softer at the front where your foot strikes and firmer at the back where you push off, which completely protects your joints from that harsh impact you'd normally get running on pavement.
Let's look under the hood. Sitting in there is a commercial-grade 4.0 horsepower motor. And look, this doesn't just mean it runs super fast, it actually means it changes speeds way faster than budget treadmills do. Plus, it stays cool even if multiple people in your house are using it every single day. But honestly, the true star of the show here are the QuickDial controls on the handrails. Instead of trying to aggressively stab at flat console buttons while you're sprinting, you just smoothly roll these thumb dials. The left dial adjusts your incline from 0 to 15%, and the right dial handles your speed up to 12 miles per hour. It reacts almost instantly.
Moving up to the console, you're going to immediately spot what's missing. There is no massive 22-inch touchscreen staring back at you. Instead, you get a really clean 9.3-inch high-contrast color LCD that shows all your essential metrics, paired with dual tablet shelves. This setup brilliantly replaces the need for an expensive built-in screen because it allows for total tech freedom. Horizon literally designed this to be a bring-your-own-device machine, and that fundamentally changes how you interact with your daily workouts.
Because here's the thing, the real game changer is the ongoing cost. On one hand, you have the burden of a $30 to $40 monthly subscription just to keep your high-end treadmill screen fully functional, right? But on the other side, you have Horizon's bring-your-own-device approach. The treadmill features built-in FTMS Bluetooth, meaning it beams your real-time speed and incline data straight into your own iPad. Whether you want to run the Peloton app, Zwift, Nike Run Club, or honestly, if you just want to binge Netflix, the choice is entirely yours. You are absolutely not locked into a single expensive ecosystem.
Beyond all that tech freedom, day-to-day use is packed with some pretty smart features. It's got a USB charging port so your device never dies mid-run, and surprisingly loud built-in Bluetooth speakers. If you don't even want to use an app, it includes the science-backed 20-minute Sprint 8 interval workout, which basically just automatically adjusts your speed and incline for maximum fat burning. And when you're done, it uses a completely hands-free feather-light hydraulic folding system. You just lift the deck up to lock it, save yourself some space, and then tap a lever to let it slowly and safely lower itself right back to the ground.
Okay, to keep things 100% objective here, it isn't all perfect sprints. There are definitely a few everyday annoyances you need to be aware of. First up, the built-in fan is incredibly weak. I mean, it only has one speed and it barely blows a whisper of air at you. Second, those awesome QuickDials we just talked about, they're highly sensitive. When you're super sweaty and running hard, it's actually really easy to accidentally bump them. Finally, the lower LCD screen has this blindingly bright blue backlight that you cannot dim in the settings. In fact, a lot of users end up taping cheap window tint over it just to save their eyes during those dim morning runs.
So when it comes to value, the 7.8 AT has an MSRP of $1,999. How does that stack up against the broader market? Well, its main rival is the Sole F85. The Sole is incredibly sturdy but features a much more traditional console setup, meaning no rapid response QuickDial grips. Alternatively, if you want to save a little cash, the Horizon 7.4 AT is usually $400 cheaper. The trade-off there is that the 7.4 has a slightly narrower deck, a 3.5 horsepower motor, and a simpler screen. For casual runners, the 7.4 is probably the smarter budget buy, but for top-tier premium performance, the 7.8 is really hard to beat.
All right, I need to shift to a serious tone for a second here, because we have some critical buyer warnings before you even think about pulling out your credit card. First, size and weight. This machine is massive. Unfolded, it has a footprint of 76 by 37 inches. And hey, remember that 330-pound out-of-the-box weight we mentioned? Do not attempt to move this up or downstairs by yourself. Unless you have 3 very strong friends on standby, it is strictly necessary to just pay the extra fee for in-room delivery and professional assembly, so you can handle this safely.
And because the deck on this thing is elevated, you absolutely must do the ceiling height formula before buying. Step 1, take the height of the tallest runner in your house. Step 2, add 21 inches of clearance. Step 3, that number is your absolute minimum ceiling height. We're highlighting this because if you have low basement ceilings and you try to run at a full 15% incline, you will quite literally hit your head. Just save yourself the concussion and do the math first.
Now, once you do get it all set up, be prepared for some out-of-the-box adjustments. A super common frustration is that the running belt tends to slip or drift to one side right after assembly. We want to be really clear that this is completely normal as a new belt settles in. However, it definitely requires manual tensioning and centering using the included Allen wrench before you take your first serious run.
And that brings us to the absolute most critical finding in our research, the genuine safety warning we teased at the very beginning. Heavy testers in the fitness community discovered what they describe as a risk of a runaway belt. What does that actually mean? Well, because of gravity and the specific way the motor and braking mechanism interact on this particular machine, some heavy users have reported the belt slipping and uncontrollably speeding up under their weight when running at a high incline. So here is the absolute bottom line on this safety warning. While the official weight capacity is listed at 375 pounds, you need to proceed with extreme caution if you weigh close to 250 pounds and plan on doing steep incline training. Given these runaway belt reports, heavier users who want to train on inclines should absolutely look at commercial-grade alternatives like Sole just to guarantee their safety during those intense workouts.
To wrap all this up into a quick, easy checklist, here is exactly where the 7.8 AT stands. On the Pro side, you're getting an incredible lifetime warranty on the frame and the motor, completely subscription-free tech freedom, a massive 22 by 60-inch deck, and those ultra-responsive QuickDial controls. Now on the con side, you have an extremely heavy machine that is really tough to move around, a very weak built-in fan, that super bright blue screen, and of course that specific runaway belt risk for users over 250 pounds doing steep inclines.
Which leads us to the final verdict. Should you consider or buy the Horizon 7.8 AT? Well, if you are a passionate marathon trainer or a HIIT enthusiast who just wants to use your own iPad without being forced into a locked ecosystem, this is the perfect machine for you. It offers incredible value and rock-solid stability. However, you should completely avoid this machine if you desperately want a built-in high-tech screen, if you're really lacking in floor space, or if you fall into that heavier weight category and plan on doing intense incline work.
I want to leave you with a final thought to ponder today. Is the tech freedom really worth the massive footprint? Does the financial freedom of escaping a $40 monthly subscription justify giving up the convenience of a fancy integrated screen, accommodating this thing's massive size and keeping those specific safety caveats in mind? That is the real question.